Minnesota to the Sky Dome for the Wednesday highlights. There's Ricky, bottom of the first. This is what he's here for, to get on base to start the game. Quickly off of Jim Deshaies, the leadoff single. Next hitter, Devon White. Fair ball, double left field. Ricky on third, Devo on second. Next hitter, Paul Molitor to the gap in left center, unplayable. Henderson and White score after 10 pitches. The Jays lead 2-0, but Goose gives them right back. Top of the second, the wild pitch. Ken Herbeck scores. It's 2-1. Next hitter, Mike Pagliarulo. Base hit to right field, scores Winfield, and it's tied at 2. That's the score, bottom three. Here's Paul Molitor. Watch this pitch by Deshaies. It's not that bad a pitch, just above the knees, and Molly turns it around. Part of a 3 RBI night. He also scored a run, and from that point, Guzman settled down. Mike Pagliarulo singled earlier, but baffled by that tough pitch. 10 strikeout night for Guzman, his first win since June 26th. Good news for Toronto fans, a second save in as many nights for Dwayne Ward. Joe Carter set the 4-2 win out. He has a split nail on his big toe. Brian Harper got a hit. His hit streak is 18 games. Check out the O's and the Tigers. Third place battle for Baltimore, fourth place Detroit. Bases loaded in the first. Kirk Gibson, fair ball down the line off of Rick Sutcliffe. 2 score. The Tigers take a 3-1 lead. Gibby had 3 RBI. Sutcliffe didn't make it out of the first inning. 5 runs in 2 1/3. Bottom of the third. Bases loaded. 5-1 Tigers. Dan Gladden hit a grand slam on Tuesday night. He repeated the feat on Wednesday night. A career high 5 RBI for the man from Gladden. Tigers double digits again at 13-2. Tony Phillips to the upper deck. 30 runs in 2 games for Detroit. They win this one 15-5. Of those 30 runs, Cecil has no RBI in either game. The modern record for most runs in back-to-back games, 49. The 3-game record, 56. So the Tigers need 26 on Thursday. The only Baltimore pitcher to hold Detroit scoreless, catcher Jeff Tackett.
And Clemens gets it done. His 2000th strikeout of his career, and the crowd sure loves that. Next batter, full count for Paul O'Neill. That's a walk. Wade Boggs comes in to score. Yanks lead 1-0. Butch Hobson and Clemens think that home plate ump Dale Scott is squeezing the strike zone. Next batter, Bernie Williams, the drive to center. Billy Hatcher should have this one, but he doesn't. He's all mixed up. Deion James and Don Mattingly come in to score. It's 3-0 Yankees. Clemens gave up 4 runs, 3 walks in the first. The Rocket let off some steam against Bernie Williams with some high heat to the head. Williams was shaken up. He passed the eye test and stayed in the game. Meanwhile, Jimmy Key was cruising, got help, though, from Wade Boggs at third. The diving stop and then gunning down Scott Fletcher. Yanks, though, were up 6-3 in the 7th. Tying run at the plate. Bob Wickman facing Andre Dawson, who had homered earlier. But Dawson with a weak grounded to third, and Boggs ends the threat. And, Buck, you can take off your jacket now. Your team won 8-3. The Yanks even the big series at 1. Wade Boggs, 2 for 4, 3 runs scored. Roger Clemens, 0 for 2 against the Yanks this year with an ERA close to 10.
Wilson Alvarez, and in the early going, Wilson ran into some trouble. Craig Paquette with 1 on in the 4th. 8th homer of the year, and the A's lead 2-0. In the 5th, 2nd and 3rd, Alvarez fell asleep, didn't cover first. Another run scores. That's Scott Heeman. It's 3-0 Oakland. I talked about Van Poppel, tough all day, getting Robin Ventura with some nasty stuff. More bad news for the Sox on this pickoff. Ozzie Guillen stubs his foot. X-rays negative, DN day to day. Sox had a chance, down 2. 2 on, 1 out in the 7th. Joey Cora tries to bunt. Edwin Nunez throws him out at first. No advance from third. But Craig Graybeck caught in no man's land. So is Tim Raines. Raines had 4 hits, but maybe a key base running blunder there as the inning ends. Graybeck tagged out, and Eck comes on to close it out. A 3-1 Oakland win. Van Poppel has won his last 3. Chicago's dropped 5 of its last 8. Alvarez hasn't won since the 5th of July. Second place Kansas City didn't take advantage. Mike Blowers hit his 3rd grand slam of the year and his career. Lou Piniella, listen to this, used 5 relievers to face 9 hitters in the 8th and 9th. It worked. The Royals' 4-game win streak done. Also a chance for Texas to gain ground. Would they blow it? Hosting California. Scary moment here. The shot by Eduardo Perez after what happened to Brad Holman. Gets so nervous, especially in Arlington there. Tim Salmon scored. Good night for Tony Perez's son. Couple of RBI. Watch Mario Diaz flash some leather on fellow shortstop Gary DiSarcina. But the story? The pitcher, Hilly Rodham Hathaway. Hilly Hathaway taking care of his health plan and pitching matters. In the 6th with the tying runs on, gets Julio Franco for the force out, and a 3rd straight win for Hilly Rodham Hathaway. Kevin Brown yielding a career-worst 13 hits for Texas. Chad Curtis, his hit streak now a career-best 15.
Game winner. Bottom of the second, it was scoreless, 2 on, 2 out. Darren Lewis making it happen, knocking one off Bobby Ayala. 2 runs would score. Ayala, his first start of the season, a rough run. Meanwhile, John Burkett dominating at times, other times getting help from his teammates, like Will Clark on Chris Sabo's pop-up. To the 5th we go. Giants already up 4-0, and they would add to it thanks to Royce Clayton's single. Past a drawn in infield. That shot would score Matt Williams and Willie McGee. Giants were up 6-0. Checking back with Burkett, still in control. Just ask Jeff Branson. 8 Ks for Burkett, a 4-hit, 6-0 victory. For Burkett, his first shutout of the season, his second complete game. With Barry Bonds taking the day off, Todd Benzinger filled in nicely, going 3 for 3 with a walk. The Braves at Shea up against lefty Sid Fernandez. Sid looking for his first win since coming off the DL, facing Terry Pendleton. What a shot by Pendleton. That scored Ron Gant. The Braves were up 2-0, but then Fernandez likes his location right there against Dave Justice. Bottom of the 5th, Braves were up 2-1. Fernandez also getting it done with a bat off the opposite way off Greg Maddux, scoring Jeremy Burnitz. We're tied at 2. Same score, top of the 6th. Fernandez had retired the previous 13 batters until Jeff Blauser breaks that streak with a long one. The first home run by a Brave Fernandez has ever given up in his 9-year career, and that was the game winner, 4-2. The final, Dave Justice chipping in with his 27th home run at 5, but he didn't get any help from the man they call Inky. With the Phils down 2-0, Incaviglia goes deep, his 21st of the year. Still in the 3rd, Felipe Alou didn't call this pitch for Lenny Dykstra. Lenny's 13th of the year with Kevin Stocker aboard. Philly up 3-2. But top of the 6th, Moises Alou puts Montreal ahead 5-4 with his 15th dinger of the year with 2 men aboard. We're tied at 5, though, in the bottom of the 9th. That's when the Phillies always seem to find a way. In the 9th, John Wetland's pitch to Mariano Duncan. The ground ball, and Will Cordero can't find it. Milt Thompson scores. He got on with a walk in the 9th, and it turned out to be the winning run for the Phillies as they win it 6-5. Jim Eisenreich also homered for the Phils. For Dykstra, 2 ribbies, 2 runs scored, 2 hits. Pirates blast Miners pitch to Mark Whitten. I'd say that was memorable. Whitten sends it 464 feet, becoming the 10th player to go upper deck at Three Rivers. We're tied at 3. Same score, bottom 6. 1 on for Don Slaughter against Real Cormier. The base hit. Here comes Lloyd McClendon. Bernard Gilkey's throw. He's in there. Tom Pagnazzi outraged. Bucks were up 4-3, but it was tied at 6, bottom of the 8th. That until Al Martin sends it deep. Brian Jordan thinks he has a shot here. He didn't. 2-run home run, Martin's 8th. Lonnie Smith went deep twice. The Pirates win at 8-6. The Cards lose and lose ground. That in a moment. As for Mark Whitten's blast.
Of this game. Sacks full of pods for Billy Beane, who's never hit a grand slam. Follow the setup, folks. It's his first career grand slam. 6-2, they're fighting for that ball out there, aren't they? Here's one of the more interesting visual images of the night. It's going to be a double play ball. 3-6, and here's Ricky Gutierrez throw. Folks, there are a lot of empty seats in San Diego. You might not want to sit there. Look out. Andy Bennis couldn't watch. Home runs are Eric Anthony, Scott Service, Andujar Cedeno, all in the 5th. Houston wins 9-6. In Los Angeles, Armando Reynoso allowed 7 hits, had 3 of his own. Colorado has won 4 straight, 40 for the season. The Rockies will keep the 62 Mets, the worst ever expansion team, if the Rocks win 1 of their last 48. The other AL game, first time this year, Cleveland trailed after 8-1. Bobby Ojeda pitched in this game, 3 innings and pitched very well. 3 hits.